Talk to him.
Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. All right, we're going to move into the code language conversation, which I'm super excited to talk about, man. Black sheep versus validation is the code language for the day. Black sheep versus validation. So with the code language, I always start off with the definition. But for this one, I'm going to go to Urban Dictionary and not the book definition of the black sheep, because the book definition of the black sheep isn't in alignment with what I'm talking about. So on Urban Dictionary, the term black sheep is a term used to describe someone who feels left out in a family, basically the outcast of the family because they choose to do other things than live up to their parents' standards. An example was, my sisters are so successful. One is a doctor, the other is an engineer, but I'm the black sheep. My parents hate me sometimes because I get pretty bad grades, right? So that's just an example. So in the code language conversation, discussing black sheep versus validation, first and foremost, being a black sheep myself, I'm not one who is like an outcast in my family, but I am, like, a lot of times when you're a black sheep, you're not always outcast. You could be, but not always. My family is actually very like loving and stuff. They just don't, you know, like most black families, motherfuckers learning on the job. So they may not necessarily go about expressing everything in all the right ways. But a lot of times when you're a black sheep in your family, or even amongst your peer groups, or even socially a black sheep, right? If you are a black sheep, it's probably because you're a chosen one. 9 times out of 10 is because you're special. If you're listening to the rhetoric in this particular code language and it feels like you don't understand what I'm talking about, or it's going over your head, it is because you are not a black sheep and you shouldn't understand what I'm talking about. This code language is esoteric. So for the people who are black sheeps and the people who have always been seen as weird, the people who have been seen as like odd, right? The people who are socially normally some level of awkward, or come off as like inept, but they're actually brilliant. These people are the chosen ones. Everybody here has purpose, but everybody here does not have a mission or an assignment. Some people here are on assignment. Again, if you stop being able to follow me, it's because I'm not talking to you. You know what I'm saying? This is for people who get it. I'm speaking from that position. I can't say too much because I know my assignment and I know who and what I really am. A lot of people feel that all humans are the same. They never have been. A lot of people feel and taught that all humans are created equal. They never have been. A lot of people think that all humans that they see are just humans, and they never have been. So again, if you are a black sheep, you probably, if you have not already located your purpose and then found your assignment, you probably want to start there. But you are not a weirdo. You're not weird. You're not odd. You're not strange. And to most black sheep, the white sheep are weird. Like all my life, I was treated like I was different, but I always looked at all the normal people as weird. Like I'm weird to y'all, y'all weird to me. It was always that energy. But I always knew, and all black sheep don't know this, which is why this code language is something that I'm grateful that I came up with and to do for the day, and that it will be in existence on platforms for the rest of forever for people to find. But all black sheep don't know that they're special. They don't know that they're chosen. They don't know that they're unique. They don't have their memory come back to them from what their assignment is. This shit get deep. So follow me. The worst thing you could do as a black sheep is insert yourself into society, seek validation, and try to seek the appearance of normalcy. If blending in is not a part of your assignment, if blending in is not a part of your purpose, it is not in your best interest to seek to do so. Validation is so harmful to black sheep. Most black sheeps will not fit in at regular traditional day jobs. They will not fit into regular social constructs on a regular basis. They will start to have social fatigue. When your mission is to be a shepherd, you will not fit in with the flock. Even if you try, it will never work. You will hit barrier after barrier after barrier. You will keep getting reset, and your shit will be cyclical until you figure it out. So I'm talking to the people that's actually chosen. And let me give it to you in a religious text. Anointed. You have an anointing on your life. They say that to everybody. I'm here to tell y'all it's never been everybody. In all of human history, the vast majority of the population of the planet have been the sheep. There has always been a small percentage of people who are in leadership in the corners of the world, no matter where you go. It's always been the minority. The shepherds never matched the number of the sheep. It has never been designed that way. So people who have missions, people who have purpose, people who have power, you normally see them perish when they try to reach too many people. Your job as a awakened person, your job as a quote unquote black sheep or a chosen one is to locate your tribe and to pull and extract all the tribe members who are still in with the rest of the flock or the herd of sheep, extract them. But it will never be the masses. The concept of thinking, man, if I could just get half of us on the same page, half of us do not desire consciousness. It's not a part of the design. Y'all show me a place in human history, a time in human history where the majority of the population was special and the minority of the population was like mediocre. Average has always been the masses. The high and the low are the outliers. I hope y'all following me. So if you are special, a lot of times trying to fit in with the masses will put you on the bottom side. You'll end up outside, but not outside on the upper end. You're supposed to be up here. You're supposed to be a shepherd. You're supposed to be teaching. You're supposed to be doing what I'm doing. You're supposed to have a mission, a clear mission. But if you don't, and you try to fit in and you try to seek normalcy and you try to be in alignment with foolery, low frequencies, low vibrations, people who don't have missions or people who are here for other things to keep the wheel turning, but they're not supposed to be the driver of the vehicle. If you try to get yourself in alignment with them, you'll crash out. You'll end up crashing out. You'll be depressed. You'll be stressed. You'll be anxious. You try to figure out why your relationships don't work out. Not romantic relationships, all of them. Your friendships, you're not going to be in alignment with these people. You're not normal. But it's not for a bad reason. And the normal people will try to make you feel bad. But neither of y'all should feel bad. That's why I respect people that embrace mediocrity. Some people be knowing like, gee, I'm not special. I'm here to be a cheerleader. You need those. Everybody got roles. But if you are a black sheep, if you are a chosen one, and you can identify it within yourself, if this somehow is clicking for you and it never clicked for you before, or if you found this video and you don't know me from Adam, it's not an accident. I'm on assignment. I'm only going to speak about this once. I got chill bumps. I hope y'all really like following where I'm going. This shit is vital. So just understand that if you have been placed in a position, I'm just summarizing, if you've been placed in a position where since as far as you can freaking remember, you never fit into nothing, but you brilliant, you bright, you talented, you resilient, you're ambitious, you're misguided, you don't know where to go. If you've ever been in that position, you have to find alignment and find your tribe. Everything will work from there. This shit just made me drop a real tear, G. I mean this shit. I just shed a tear. This shit is bigger than reaction videos, story times. It's bigger than that. Why do y'all think I'm trying to save the black family from going extinct? Do you guys think there's no fallout from everybody going their own way and all the humans start looking like Klay Thompson in 30 years? Y'all think there's no fallout for that? All species have natural born enemies. All of their own kind. All cats don't get along. You think lions and jaguars is homies? Y'all being put in a position where y'all taught that tribalism somehow is wrong. This all unity shit is not nature's design. Show me one thing outside of humanity. Show me one thing outside of humanity that gets to live in peace at any point in life. Nothing. Nothing gets peace. Lions don't get to sleep peacefully. They always have to be ready to wake up and fight. Nothing in nature gets peace. A blade of grass got shit to worry about. The worst enemy of an anthill is a fucking 4-year-old. How many times y'all seen some kids come through and stomp out a whole nation of ants, bro? For nothing. We've lost our connection, fam. So today, I had to do my job. And that's why I'm doing this code language. Today, it wasn't all about entertainment. And that's why I say this for last, because I knew I had to go to this place. So I hope y'all feeling what I'm saying. Let me go to these comments, and then I'm going to sign off. Because the shit then, you know what I'm saying? I got to go get right. But Trippy said, that's deep, my brother. I'm not sure if I am a black sheep, but I do want to mentor the black youth / community. I've been thought of as weird, but by a lot of people though, still bettering myself though. Bro, you sound like you got a purpose and an assignment and a mission. And if you have been seen as weird, you probably are a black sheep, bro. You probably are a black sheep. How many people? Okay, so like how this how I can help you identify it. If in settings where you're supposed to be safe, you still don't fit, it's something greater on you. So if you get to a family reunion and you're around nothing but love, right? And if you love them, they love you, it's love in the air. But for some reason, you still out of place, it's something greater on you. That's how you can places where you're supposed to be safe and you still feel just a little out of place. Maybe not unsafe, but just out of place. It's something else on you. When people who's supposed to get you, the people who you've opened up to the most, the people you've been the most vulnerable with, they still couldn't properly speak on your behalf without you being present because there's certain parts about your thought processes, your perspectives, your ideologies, or the way you move that don't all the way register with them. Even though you've given them all the information that they may need to know. You see what I'm saying? That's how you can identify it. But the worst thing you could do, in closing, the worst thing you could do, if you're a black sheep, if you're a chosen one, if you're called, the worst thing you could do is try to fit in. And whoever get in the way, fuck what they talking about. Respectfully. Fuck what they talking about. Nothing bigger than the mission. A lot of people don't even know their mission, though. Trippy said, I believe you are great at explaining things. This is a key as most people have trouble putting things into words. I appreciate that, bro. Gratitude. Trippy says, happens most of the time with family. Laughing face. They were the ones who thought I was weird. It was all love, but they didn't really get it. Brother, you not seeing this by accident. Plain and simple. This your first day in my chat. You just subscribed to me. We just now interacting with each other. You're not seeing this by accident. Plain and simple. Take that. Do what you want with that. But that's it, brother. Ain't no accidents. Ain't no accidents, champ. None. Ain't no accidents. But in closing, man, y'all make sure y'all take heed to these words. You know I need y'all to hit the subscribe button. If you have already, just tell somebody else about me who don't know. Hit the like button. Keep the notifications turned on. Please jump in the comments whether you agree or disagree, need clarity, whatever it is. Let's have conversations so we can crack these codes, man. But if y'all don't do nothing else, for me, you know I got one request. Stick to the code. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow. They don't know me for real. If you like what you just saw, support the channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and jump in the comments. Talk to me so we could crack these codes. If you want to support the channel monetarily, go to my website and cop some merch, www.theclassiccodes.com. Or you can shoot me a Cash App. Either way, stick to the codes. Classic codes, I ain't taking it slow. Forgive me, Lord, I woke up in that mode. Whether the winters were left in the cold. Harden my heart and now harden the flow. They don't know me.